So we're just hooking in either side of the spine and then slowly, slowly, slowly taking it down, picking up all that deep erector tissue that attaches to the rib cage, and just all my body weight through my elbows into the rib cage here, just to mobilize it and try and get Mick to breathe, actually. So breathe in. That's it, and then out, Mick. Out, 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 out. Good. G'day, guys. Aaron and Mick here. This is our good friend who's been coming to MMT for, I reckon, about 6 years.
Yeah, it's got to be about 6, yeah.
Since Kilsyth. This bloke is an absolute weapon athlete.
Don't listen to him.
No, you are, mate. You are. No bloke trains harder than this guy.
That's rubbish, mate.
So tell the audience, we're doing a real live treatment today.
Yes,
What have you been doing it lately? What are your training loads?
Pretty high at the moment. So I've got a jiu-jitsu competition in May, so a month from today actually. And so for like the last 8 weeks, 9 weeks, I've kind of been in a big training lead up for that. And so I've been doing 5 days a week, sometimes twice a day. Lifting here on Monday nights, so maximal lifts, long distance running on Tuesdays, then jiu-jitsu 2 to 3 times a week, like a couple of hours a session, basically. So I smash myself all week, and then Saturday, Sundays have been rest days. So by Friday, which is Friday today, I'm basically just totally cooked. Have 2 days off, and then I'm usually back to fresh on Monday.
Start it again.
But pretty banged up all the time, especially on Friday after a training week. So
let's do it. What better way to come in here and get absolutely slaughtered?
Happy
with that?
For you, yeah.
All right, come lie face down, man. Let me get this bloody Mike Whitney sorted for you here. There we go. Put your head down. And I guess, tell the audience what we're going to be working on today. You've already told me a little bit, but yeah.
I think so. I've always got stuff in my lower back, middle back, shoulder blades and traps. I guess that comes from a lot of the jiu-jitsu, from some of the positions, and just like, the force and the pulling and the pushing, and especially when you end up on your back and you're getting folded up like a pretzel into positions you're not meant to be in. So there's always stuff in there, and then stuff you guys have treated me for before, which was linked to my back with like my elbows and stuff like that, because I think things tighten up in my back and that pulls everything else tight, and then where it was manifesting recently was like in my elbows, like tennis elbow. And yeah, when I got a treatment and got my back done, it actually loosened that up. So
yeah, how good.
Yeah,
so we're going
critical.
Again.
Yeah, you got to get it in there.
So starting off by just working down the spine here, releasing some of this kind of trap, rhomboid, erector fibres here. How's that feeling there, Mick?
Yeah, not too bad. That's all right.
Feeling all right there?
Yeah, I know it's going to get worse though.
Cool. So yeah, we'll just got to warm the tissues up. We can't go too hammer and tong too early. So, but as long as it feels therapeutic, Mick, how's that feeling in there?
Yeah, that's all good.
All right. So what's this comp you got going on, man? Is this your second
second comp, yeah. So I'm still fairly new to it.
So how many people do you have to slay at this?
Slay, or be slayed by, you mean, probably? I think there's going to be five matches in a bracket. So, and the way it's set up, it's like round robin. So even if I lost my first 2 or 3 matches, I'll still get to face everyone in my bracket. So cool. 5 matches for the day, basically.
What do you love about BJJ? Because you're absolutely obsessed.
Yeah, I'm pretty obsessed now. I mean, to anyone who does it, it's probably going to be not really news, but I don't know. For some reason, I like physical activity, which involves a bit of suffering.
I like suffering.
I do. I like to suffer, and that's probably why I liked CrossFit back in the day, and why I like distance running and stuff like that.
And ripping up a couple of 1-rep maxes.
Yeah, a few 1-reppers every now and then.
How'd you pull up from Monday? That was your first 1-repper in a while.
For a while, yeah. Well, that's spicy right there. Pretty cooked, to be honest.
Were you knackered?
Yeah, pretty knackered. And that's probably set me up, being pretty fatigued for the rest of the week. So this training week was pretty hard, to be honest, after that.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it's... if you want to suffer, I mean, there's no better way than BJJ. And it's combative as well, so I like that kind of activity. So yeah, it kind of ticks all the boxes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
There we go. So just getting into Mick's scapula here, the inside border of the scap, and this is where we kind of know that Mick has quite a lot of jazz. Is that feeling pretty funky in there, Mick, straight away?
Yeah, but same as where you were running down the back there. It's definitely sore. But I know it's when it's been treated in the past, like later on in the treatment where you're really giving it a go, like that's really sore where you are right now, actually.
Yeah, so that's fanged it in there. So yeah, sometimes you just feel like you get into a slot, and that's where the money is. So I like to look for places that refer to other areas of the body. So can you feel that either fanging up the neck now, Mick, or either going into the shoulder a little bit? Or is it just still
Base
on
of
the
the
spot there?
base of the neck, kind of where the trap is, I guess.
Base of the neck, bit of referral.
Yeah, like so up around here.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty cooked where you are right now.
So yeah, we just make sure we pin that and make sure the outside of my palm is just flush up against that medial border of the scap right in here, Leo. You come out to the side there, bro. Look at where the point's being applied, yeah, man. And then yeah, just working through the rhomboids, obviously mid trap, and then there'll be a big kadoosh soon when we go over this big ropey one. Oh, right in there, Mick. Bit of curry.
Yeah.
All right, let's get the elbow into that, I reckon. So just pin that trap. Already, Mick, you reckon we found it?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so melting into that, guys. Sometimes when you get the elbow out, you've just got to place it at the point of application, get the person on the table to realise you're not a threat again, and then just funnel your way in there. Heaps in there, bro.
Yeah.
Fanging around a bit again?
Yeah, same spot, basically, where I pointed to.
Yeah.
It's always bad in there for me. Oh!
There's not too many warm-ups in a little half an hour video here when we've got to just
right.
get it done. So once again now, just make sure my elbow is locked in against this medial border and slowly taking it down. So you coming to sprints tonight, Mick?
No, mate,
On the day off? So how's your middle distance running going? What kind of Ks are we racking up?
Oh, far out. That's spicy right there. Oh. Nothing serious, really. Like I do interval training on Monday morning, so 1 kilometre intervals.
Yep.
So I do 6 or 7 of them with 2 minutes rest. That's like a pretty good start to the week. So I do that on Monday morning because that's when I'm freshest. Then usually do long distance on Tuesday, so 10, 12 or 15k.
Yep.
Just like slow kind of endurance pace. And then depending on how I feel on certain days, I might slip in another 6 to 8, like on a Thursday or a Friday or on the Wednesday. So it just depends. Oh man, that's horrible in there.
That fanging up the neck a little bit.
Yep.
So you can see here, Leo, if you come down this point, you can see I'm just pinning into that upper trap there, just trying to work on all these little hypertonic points. So most people, this is where we carry a lot of our stress into the shoulders here. That's where the whole language, carrying the weight of the world on our shoulders comes from. This one muscle right here, the upper trap. So yeah, just trying to pin these points on Mick, and then we're just going to glide through that. Let's see if we can flick over some gold there, which we just did. So pin again. Trying to work in a bit of a tight space here, working in a phone box. And then gliding up. Oh, good there, Mick.
Yep.
Oh, might do one going down the other way. Pinning here, and just going to cross that lev scap. So you'll feel something coming up here, Mick. Oh, that was a good deep one. Bang. Try one more in there. So yeah, we're just trying to take some tone out of this. When this muscle gets full of trigger points, it can kind of cause headaches or just general neck tension. So we're just trying to melt some of these really stringy lines. Good, Mick?
Yeah. Yeah, painful but good. My
Feeling
traps are always cooked.
More of it up into the head and the neck, or are you feeling anything into the shoulder there?
More the shoulder. Like, funnily, it's whenever I get my trap done, I usually get like massive pain, like top of the head. Yeah, but it's not really transferring there today. It's more like where your thumb is right now. It feels like it's going down when you're on the top of the trap and stuff.
Yeah, cool. We'll try and go a little bit more straight into the...
Oh, far out.
There's some gold in there. Just working my way down. So a little bit quicker than normal, but yeah, just trying to speed it up a little bit for the treatment. I might just come over here, Leo, and try and go underneath a little bit and see if we can pin upwards into this upper trap a bit and see what we've got there. See if we get a little bit more going up the head maybe in that one, or still pretty similar there, Mick?
That's actually like side of the head kind of temple referral.
Side of the head, temple. Yeah. I like a bit of that. I like a bit of that. Get rid of some headache for him. I'll pin that there. Oh, that's good stuff. Good tucker. I might just take that all the way up. Oh, there's some gold, bro. It's heaps. Come back over here and just do one more line. Going down that line of that trap. Oh. Beautiful. One side done. Let's crack into the other side. Let's get a little bit more wax on my elbow here. How you feeling those two sides, man? A little bit different on that left one
mate,
now?
yeah, heaps better.
All right, so let's even him up a little bit. Even this quick treatment, when you get in there, make sure you sink in, but once you're in there, then you can do some deep cleaning, and it's not for the faint-hearted, this stuff. You've got to be pretty tough to go through it, but yeah, I guess what's on the other side is just an awesome feeling of freedom. You feel pretty knackered after treatments, don't you, Mick?
Oh, wrecked, yeah.
I remember there was one glute treatment that we did where you messaged me that night saying you were on a different planet.
I felt like I was in another dimension, basically.
What happened then? Tell the audience what you felt.
I don't know. Like, I think that was just a time where you hit like this place of tension in my glute, and I was lower back as well. I think that was a time also where I was had a lot of stress and stuff going on. Yeah. And so it was, my lower back was just cooked. And yeah, like the treatment was so like, it was like a workout, a hard workout basically, just sitting through it. And then when I got home, I was just like airy-fairy, airheaded and exhausted, But
it's a nice
after those treatments, I always sleep well, like much better that night.
Yeah, so this is a bit. You said you've had a little bit of mid-back stuff going on.
Yeah, so centre back. So last time I was here with Matty, he hit this spot in my centre back, which was like just to the side of my spine, like maybe left side. So just where you were, I think, but the other side, and I was howling like it was horrible.
Really?
Yeah.
Howling like a banshee, as you put it, don't you?
Yeah, basically.
Matty's over here doing some editing. He could vouch for that story, hey? Yep. Which elbow was giving you more grief over the past few months?
Left.
Is it the right or the left?
It's always the left.
Yeah.
There's a little bit in my right too as well at times, but it's always been the left. And obviously that's just really affected any grip exercises, lifting, and also at BJJ because you do so much grips when you're using the gi, so wearing gi. Oh.
Gliding through there. Feels like there's a heap on this right side down in that mid-back, actually, even though you said the left one was where you were feeling more of it, eh? But another thing we have in common, Mick, we love stonks.
I do love stonks. But
for out you people out there, they're stocks. Stocks for people that are degenerates. Is that what it is,
Mick? You call me a degenerate, mate?
Oh, I'm calling myself a degenerate too, eh?
Mate,
you're probably a little bit more measured than me. If my my parrot gave me a tip, I'd be going in.
You're getting into it, mate. All in.
But what have we invested in together? I guess what are our joint investments?
I think only Magnite Mines, right? Yeah,
Magnite Mines,
Specky Aussie iron miner.
Yeah, and are you in Hammer Metals?
No, I didn't get into Hammer.
You didn't get in Hammer Metals.
You tipped me off about that, but I didn't
want
get
a bar
in.
of it.
Yeah, now it's pumped pretty hard recently.
Pumping, yeah, exactly. You missed the boat. All right, let's see what Mick's got in this side of the scapula here. I'm sure there'll be some gold. So hooking in, already got some magic there, Mick.
Mm.
How you going here, mate? Are you really holding it in here? Or
No, this is not too bad. Like it's obviously getting in there pretty good, but nothing too crazy yet, apart from a few of the parts on the other side where you flicked over. Oh, that's nasty there.
So this medial border of the scap here that I'm working down here is a bit of a nexus point for us in terms of being able to free up neck pain, shoulder pain, but also in Mick's case, like symptoms that go down the arm. Sometimes this can be a real grabby point, which could cause the muscles in the arm to potentially work harder if there's not enough good movement of the scapula around the rib cage here. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, that was brutal.
That was pretty painful.
Yep.
Where were you feeling that one, Fang?
Around the front of the shoulder again.
Front of the shoulder.
Like
Kind of
Right,
shoulder
so-
tip, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, I get that same feeling too. Feels like a toothache or a migraine in your shoulder. That's good. I feel like I'm on a really good groove there. Sometimes with people's body, you just find the slot where it feels like you're on a rail, like your body part fits into theirs perfectly. So yeah, normal treatment we'd be probably going a little bit slower here, but I just wanted to film a little half an hour video for you today, but I wanted to treat as many areas on the body as I possibly could for Mick. So yeah, speeding it up. This is probably more of a footy rub, I'd say. Just getting him primed and ready. All right, let's see what this trap's got for us. First impressions of the trap, Mick?
That's nasty. That's worse than the other side.
This is worse?
Yeah.
Where's this one fanging to?
Like back of the head.
Head?
Yep.
So headaches, guys. If you get stress headaches up the back of the head there, you got a beautifully vascular head.
Yeah, I know. I've been told that many times.
Look at that.
It's the go vein.
That's amazing. Oh, it'd be good to see what you were like when you're in action, mate.
Mate, that's when you know I'm trying hard. It's if the veins in the head's popping
The
out.
veins are popping, he's
Yeah.
a holding. So yeah, that's still fanging up the head, man?
Yep.
Yeah. You ready for me to iron this out a little bit?
Yeah,
Move
good.
it around a little bit. All right, let's just see if we can
Rip into it.
hang this up. Flick over some gold. Oh, I found another little nugget in there. What about that one, Mick? Where's that
Yeah,
going?
that's
Similar
same
spots?
back of the head.
Back of the head. So hopefully you can see there. But yeah, just pinning up this upper trap. It's almost, when people are in this position, it's kind of like this floating structure that attaches all the way to the base of the skull here, out to the acromion on the shoulder here, and then kind of around into here. But the trap is in three parts. You've got the lower trap, which is here, the mid trap, which is here, and then the upper trap, which is here. And most commonly, people have pretty tight upper traps, just because, like I said before, where we hold our stress. You know, people that their shoulders get closer to their ear. That's kind of when people are tense. We hold ourselves like this. Like this, I'll show you, Lee. Hopefully you can see. Can you see? You hold ourselves like this. So yeah, it's commonly an area that's very, very tight and needs treatment. And a lot of times when I treat people in their upper traps, they can feel absolutely just knackered, because it just takes a lot of, I guess, we hold a lot of emotions in there, you know. So when we get it treated, a lot of shit comes up for people. So once again, similar to the other side, just tracing down and around these lines of the trap, kind of going through where the left scap attaches. Yeah, that's good in there, Mick. Definitely more in this side.
Yeah,
you
it
reckon?
is funny. It's usually my left side's the worst, but that's this side's definitely worse today. Oh.
Crikey Moses, bro. People say crikey Moses anymore, do you reckon, or is it just me?
Mate, you should just take it and run with it. Be your thing.
Oh, mate. Just going to compare that same stroke to the other side to see if you guys can see a difference in the way Mick reacts and responds. I feel like there is some curry still here, though, but...
Yeah, it's not great on the left, but it's nothing like that right side.
Yeah, you're still pretty comfortable there, aren't you,
Yeah.
compared to this side where it's just... Right there, eh? He's moving around. Oh, nice. All right, perfect. Upper body is done. Let's move down to the lower back here, all right? How you feeling, mate? You still with us?
Yeah, mate.
All right, so let's get our classic lower back money spot going with Mick here. So no warm-up required. Let's just hook straight in. So we know where the spine is. We're just going to rest our pressure to one side of the spine and not go too deep. You know, you want to make sure that Mick knows that, once again, we're not a threat. You know, he can kind of just process the pressure of me putting my elbow just there straight away. And has that already given you quite a bit there, Mick?
No, it's not too bad, but I'm
You're
tentatively
aware
already
that
nervous because my lower back's usually completely fried. So.
it's jacked, yeah.
And it's been a while since I've had it treated, so...
So you haven't had lower back when you come in to see Maddie?
No, I've been focusing on the, upper back and traps and stuff because of those elbow issues, so...
Yeah. Yeah, cool. So let's hook in here, see what we've got. How's that feeling so far there, man?
Not too bad. There's a
That's
bit
okay.
of spice in there, but nothing crazy yet.
Any referral there straight up, bro? Or is
No,
that
no
pretty-
referral just yet.
pretty okay, cool. So we'll just lean in a bit more and see what we've got. Start to go to work. He seems okay through here, not too bad.
Oh, that's nasty there.
Yeah, so I've just gone out to the side a little bit more, try and get into the meat of the lumbar erector, and then just slowly start to work around that crest of the pelvis there. Trying to unglue, unfreeze, just melt all these structures above that pelvic bone. Slowly taking it out to the side and see what Mick's got. I reckon there's quite a bit in there, eh? Oh, you're doing good, man. You're doing good. Who we got here? Ninja!
Oh, God,
he
here we
snuck
go.
in.
You fixed him yet or what?
Missed the start time,
I'm
Ninja.
unfixable, mate.
No, you don't say that, Mick. Come on, let me in here, brother. Let me in. What's been going on, mate? Where have you been hanging out?
Talking,
You missed the start time.
talking Paul check with people.
So, how about now, Mick? You direct me now that I'm in there.
That's definitely worse than the beginning,
This
where
is worse
if you
than
have
the beginning
change,
stroke?
that's
Yeah.
referring around the front, like kind of like groin or like the top right-hand side of my quad.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
On the left-hand side?
Yeah, on the
obviously.
left-hand side, yeah.
Yeah, cool. So let's get you to take a few deep breaths there, man. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Good, and let it go. And just kind of try and let me in there a little bit more. Doing good though, man. Do one more stroke and then we'll get stuck into the groins. Yeah, hooking into that pelvis a little bit more now. So just make sure that a part of my elbow feels the top of his pelvis, but the main meat of my elbow is into the muscle, obviously. We just use that bone as our kind of guide rail that we're affecting the tendon. Because, yeah, for those of you out there that don't know, tendons are what attach muscle to bone, whereas a ligament attaches bone to bone. Okay, so that's kind of cool. If you didn't know that, now you do. And the fascia is the sheath of connective tissue which kind of sits on top of all our musculature underneath our skin, and that's what gives us the ability to, I guess, it's kind of like a traction suit. You know, we kind of, when we have good springy fascia, it kind of helps propel us through life, and yeah, it's an amazing structure. You know, we store emotions in our fascia, and as body workers, we don't use wax, so we're trying to work into the fascia, into the myofascia. So when we say myofascia, it means muscle and fascia. Very nice, Mick.
Oh.
Cool. So what we're going to do now is work into the glutes a little bit. So I'm not going to muck around. Just going to go straight into the glute max, and underneath is what we're trying to affect. So trying to get into those deeper external rotators. So once again, just placing the elbow there. Just make sure he knows that where we're about before we sink in, and then from there, I can feel his sacrum underneath my elbow here. But yeah, mainly going straight down into the piriformis and those external rotators, and we just pin and hold here. And then once get him to breathe, Mick, get him to breathe. Big deep breath, Mick, big deep breath. That's it, and out, man. Good, bro. And again, breathe in and out, man. Doing good. Let that leg relax, man. Let that leg go. Good. One more big deep breath in. And out. Nice, man. Have a breather there, bro. Beautiful work, man. All right, Leo, we're good to the other side, bro. So you might need to come around here. I don't know how we're going to be able to see this. Hopefully you can see. Ninja's on the light. All right, so once again, we know, just so you guys can play at home, his pelvic bone wraps around here where my finger is, and then obviously the spine comes down the middle. So what we're trying to do is affect this corner here, okay? So what we do is put our elbow just to one side of the spine, but not go too deep. It's just more, once again, just placing it there, letting him understand what that pressure feels like. And then what we can do is bear straight down into that there and see what he's got in that position. Fair bit going on there, Mick.
Yeah, worse than the left side.
Worse than the left side.
But not as bad as usual, which is surprising me.
Right
but
side's where it's at though, isn't it? That's... So yeah, before we start moving, I just want to stay on that spot, let it melt a little bit. Still worse than the left side though, yeah?
Yeah,
But you reckon right side's normally got a little bit more in it?
No, left is usually worse. So
Interesting. Right side
interesting.
this week, bro.
yeah, this week, yeah. Oh,
Ninja's on the light, looking good, bro.
Centennial light.
Centennial light. It hasn't gone off in 100 years, has it, Ninja?
120 years.
Yeah. No one unplug it. Don't touch the cord. You heard about the Centennial light there, Mick?
no.
The light bulb that's been on for 100 years. But back in the, was it the 20s? Or the 50s?
1930s, I think it was. A think tank group got together and said, they're too good. Light bulbs are too good.
We're not making enough money out of them. We need
Make them worse.
light bulbs to break so people can come back and buy more.
Yeah.
Bit like iPhones.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
What's it called? There's a name for it.
I never remember it.
Can't remember it, but it's a name for making things break so people have to buy it more. Degradable, or something like that, yeah. Obsolete. What's,
Obsolescence or
He was on that.
yeah, it was on that video. Anyway, how you going here, Mick?
Yeah, not bad.
You going all right, bro?
Yeah, it's called obsolescence.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Actually doesn't feel like there's as much tightness or mass in here, man. Like the left side felt like there was a heap of tension to work through, but this just feels pretty clean. Maybe we can do one more stroke and then move through. So once again, you're leaning over, bearing down into the pelvis there. And you haven't got too much wax on at all, but this allows us to, I guess, corkscrew through. Yeah, if I hook back into the pelvis, he's probably got a little bit more there. But yeah, all in all, this side feels okay. Probably around there though. There's a bit there, Mick. Is that what you're feeling, mate? He's not saying much, is he?
I'm just grimacing under here.
We need a face cam for Mick. You got a veiny head. Mick's got such a vascular head. It's quite impressive. Beautiful, mate. You're doing good. All right. See what this glute's got for you, man. Relax that glute for me, bro. That's it. Underside, pins the sacrum. Working into those deep external rotators. So sinking, sinking, sinking. And then let's just drive down into that for Mick. Open up all these muscles at the back. Get him flying tomorrow in his run. How many Ks tomorrow, Mick?
Oh no, tomorrow's off, mate.
Tomorrow's off. When's
yeah,
your run?
mate.
What do you think?
Next
Mate, day off.
rest days.
What's this soft shit?
Swearing. It's been very rude.
No,
2 days off.
Mick's a
2
pro
days off,
now.
mate.
He's an absolute...
He's into his recovery. Honouring his body. Not just smashing us.
Yeah, I did that for a good 10 years, and eventually, no, too much.
Yeah. Straw broke the camel's back, you
That's
reckon?
the one.
Good work, Mick. That's it. All right, we're going to stay in here a little bit to start your breathing, man. Just going to hook in again there. Big deep breath and then out. It's good, bro. And then again, big deep breath in. That's it, and out. Nice. Last one, man. Big one. In. Good, and out. Beautiful, mate. Whew. What are we running at there, Leo? What's our time on the clock there? 28 minutes?
Hey.
All right, I might just do one big mobilisation to finish, all right, Mick? So what I'm going to do, I've been working on this little manoeuvre here. This is a Farnsey manoeuvre, actually. Even the big dog taught me this. Just the double banger down the spine. So I like to finish treatments like this sometimes. A bit of a kind of closing ceremony, closing ritual. But yeah, it's kind of like our opening ritual, but just at the same time. So I don't know if you can see here, Leo, my elbows maybe come from get out of that 45-degree angle, man. Come down from the side, even coming from this way, so you can see my elbows a little bit. So we're just hooking in either side of the spine, and then slowly, slowly, slowly taking it down, picking up all that deep erector tissue that attaches to the rib cage, and just all my body weight through my elbows into the rib cage here, just to mobilise it and try and get Mick to breathe. Actually, so breathe in. That's it, and then out, Mick. Out. Good. Keep going, man. Keep going. In. Good. And out, man. Keep going. Big deep breath in. And out. All the way, all the way. Good, bro. Keep going. In. That's it. And out. Doing good, man. Oh. Well done, man. Finish this off right in the lower back here. All the way down. Hook in. Right into the sacrum there. And out. Nice, man. Slowly sink out of that. And then he's done. Fixed, mate. Let's get you up, mate. Let's get you back seated. See that good looking head of yours. Here you go, mate. Hold your mic.
Oh yeah, thank you very much.
How you feeling, bro?
Yeah, good.
Better?
Yeah,
Fixed.
bit like I've been hitting the head with a pillow really hard, you know? Like,
Yeah. How was your experience, man? For a bit of quick fire, almost 100% treatment on you.
Yeah, good. Not too bad. I expected it to be worse actually. So maybe that's all the rolling and stuff I've been doing. But there's definitely some stuff in there. And anytime you hit somewhere where there's referral, that's what I like the most because I know that's getting something pretty nasty.
Yeah.
Because when especially my traps and back, when it gets tight enough, like I get like just not headache, but like just this pain just constantly there, like because of the tension, I think. So
Yeah.
So when you hit those spots, that's the best release for me because it just feels so relaxing afterwards, and probably the reason why I sleep so well the night after a treatment is because all that stuff's gone. So
there you go. Well, good luck for your competition, mate.
Thank you. Yeah, I've got a month to go, so yeah, still
get a new character on the channel as well. So
bit of prep to go still.
Hopefully you can get on the channel again in the future. But yeah, we're going to do a lot more of these moving forward, is to get some of our clients in, and so you can see different characters and understand different people, and we can learn a little bit about from you, your expertise. But yeah, Mick trains, he dead set trains fucking harder than anyone out there that we know. So yeah, good luck, mate. And,
Thanks, mate.
yeah, we love having you on Mondays at Lift Club, man. He's been coming for
Yeah, it's
6
good.
years and he's a stalwart. And yeah, it wouldn't be the same without you. But thanks for coming in today on the
No
channel.
worries, mate. Thank you very much.
Make sure you like and subscribe, and yeah, there'll be more videos coming out soon. See ya.
Sweet.